Good morning, welcome to a new video. Today I'm gonna be taking myself on a date. We're gonna be going on some solo adventures today because I feel like it's important to enjoy your own company and take yourself out every once in a while. So right now I have a berries class to go to and it starts in 20 minutes and it's a 20-minute walk. So we gotta get going, but I will see you guys in class. Okay, workout is done. That was the second time that I've been to Barry's. It was so hard. It was like a butt and abs workout and it was burning. It definitely was difficult, but I'm really glad I went. I feel like it's a really good way to start the day. I'm feeling energized. I haven't been to a workout class in like a week and a half, so I'm feeling good. I just threw on this tank top because I have a jacket that I really want to wear today. I'm not exactly sure that the weather today is going to be good for this jacket because Portland weather, it's sunny and then it's cloudy and then it's rainy and then it's hailing and you're like, I just have no idea what the weather's gonna be like. But I have this jacket and it's so cute. And so I think I'm gonna figure this out and let's put it on. Now that we have a little bit more time right now, we have a jam-packed day. So I wanted to quickly run you guys through the itinerary just so you know everything that's in store for today. So, number one on the to-do list was go to the berries class. We could check that off. Then we're gonna go to a place called Kova Coffee. I love Portland so much because it's such a coffee town and there are so many amazing places to try. And so I wanna go to Kova, see what that coffee shop is like because I've heard some really good things. Then we're gonna go vintage shopping. A couple of you guys have DM'd me some really cool places, so I wanna go check those out. Then after vintage shopping, we're gonna go to the Portland Flower Market. Buying flowers is like the easiest, simplest way to just make your day a little bit better. I think it just livens up the space at home. I just don't think like flowers can do any harm, you know, unless you're allergic. And then after the flower market, we're gonna go to the Portland Art Museum. And then after the Portland Art Museum, we're gonna go out to dinner at a Mexican restaurant that I was recommended. So we got a full day today and I feel like I've been like pretty go so far, but I'm excited. I haven't had a day like this in so long. I actually used to absolutely despise alone time. I thought it was so uncomfortable and honestly, like especially when it comes to restaurants, I still find it pretty uncomfortable. I'm so awkward when I'm eating alone at restaurants, but these are all things that I want to get better at. And I feel like more recently I am enjoying my own company and enjoying being by myself. Since you guys know I'm in my introvert era right now, but there are some things that I want to like get out of my comfort zone a little bit throughout the day. And dinner by myself is definitely gonna be one of them. But I'm excited. Also, the most absolutely upsetting thing happened to me yesterday, but my Osmo Pocket 3, my trusty old camera, broke. And I haven't used this camera that I'm filming on in probably like 6 to 8 months. It's a lot bigger. And so I feel like an official vlogger, you know what I mean? Because the Osmo Pocket 3 is so tiny and no one knows what it is. And so I feel like no one really can tell what I'm doing. But this one is gonna be full force. All right, we are officially ready. I will meet you guys at Kova Coffee. We just finished at Kova Coffee and honestly there were so many people there and I was expecting it to be a little bit quieter and I didn't bring like a book or a journal. I actually forgot I meant to bring one because I feel like when you're doing things alone it's always nice to have something that you can look at that's kind of something other than your phone. Oh, I get so awkward. Like I'm like, where do I look? What do I do? How do I sit? How do I stand? Like I'm sure I'm overthinking it and probably no one even cares or is looking, but I did kind of like just end up going on my phone because I didn't really know what to do. If you guys go to coffee shops by yourself and you're not like working or on your phone or anything, like what do you guys do? I'm very curious because you could like sit there and just kind of like people watch. People watching would be a good one. It was a nice time though and the coffee was Delish. I just got to Hawthorne area and I'm gonna head into a vintage store called Artifact. I've driven down this street before and it is like thrift store, vintage store, thrift store. Like there's so many good places and I've actually been wanting to come here by myself because especially when you are thrift shopping, vintage shopping, you wanna take your time. You don't wanna be rushed. You need your time to sort through everything. And so I'm really excited to go check this place out right now and see what they might have. I ended up just getting this red sweater from Z Supply. A lot of my wardrobe I feel like consists of neutrals, blacks, like very dark colors. And I realized I have no primary colors. I don't have any reds, I barely have any blues. And so I've been wanting to find like a cute red sweater like this for a while. I thought this was a pretty good find. I'm excited about it. And I feel like it fit well. It was super cozy. And also still good for the summer because it has these like holes in it. So good purchase. That place was so cool. They had so much stuff. It was insane. So if you guys are looking for a good vintage store, that's definitely the spot. Vintage was low-key so overwhelming. That place was never ending. I actually think I need a tour guide to show me every single little nook and cranny in that place because I think you could spend legit 6 hours in there. I don't even know if I could capture how big of a store it was, but I felt like every time you turned a corner, it was like another expansive store. It was crazy. But I feel like they would have really good things, especially for like costumes, because they just had like a lot of everything. So yeah, I think I need to dedicate a little bit more time to like fully going in depth there, but that was huge. Definitely a good place to go thrifting. It looks like Portland Flower Market closed at 1. I had a feeling that was gonna happen because I did think it was gonna be a little bit of a long shot to get there at 1 p.m. So I'm gonna see if there's like another local flower shop because I feel like solo dates don't really have to be super expensive. Like you can go to a thrift store and buy yourself some flowers. It doesn't have to be anything crazy, but it's just like little things to do for yourself throughout the day. So I'm gonna try to find a flower shop right now and then we're gonna head over there. We are heading to Star Flower right now. It's also kind of starting to drizzle right now. This jacket is a little thin, so I'm not really prepared for the rain, but I'm excited to get these flowers. The cherry blossoms are actually in bloom right now, and I haven't really seen it walking around, but right now I'm starting to see them. They are so gorgeous. I wish today was like a little bit of a clearer day because I feel like they'd be so beautiful in some sunlight. And it's starting to rain. I just bought myself these flowers. Look how gorgeous. And the girl who was working there actually helped me pick my bouquet. And I was thinking about going for peonies because it's peony season and I think they're just the most gorgeous flower. But I kind of wanted to go for like orange, yellow, and some greenery. Added a little bit of pink in there. It's just what I wanted. It's so cute. And the entire place smelled so good. They just smelled like fresh flowers. Make this a reminder to go buy yourself some flowers right now. Trader Joe's also has such reasonably priced flowers and such a good selection, so if you're balling on a budget, that's the place to go. It is officially downpouring right now, so I'm gonna go back to the apartment and change into a warmer outfit, but also maybe like a little bit more museum-esque and just get a little bit cozier because it's raining. It is full-blown raining. Okay, timing though wise, you guys, we're doing pretty good because what better rainy activity than to go to a museum. So I'm ready for some art, and I feel like everybody has been saying that Portland Art Museum is amazing. I have been actually wanting to do since I moved to Portland, but just like haven't really gone around to it, or like sometimes I'd be waiting to do it with other people, and then I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go by myself. I am charging my camera right now because that thing has like no battery life, but I am wearing Banana Republic actually for the top and bottom. I'm kind of going business casual for the art museum. I love the buttons on this jacket and the way that it's tailored. It kind of like cinches in at the waist. I just feel like it's super flattering and cute. And then I'm wearing these like kind of oversized wool pants, and they just keep me really warm, and it's just a very cozy outfit with my boots that I can actually walk in for days. These things are tried and true, the best boots I've ever owned. So yeah, this is the little museum outfit. Hopefully I don't get drenched in the rain. It rained so much on my walk there and back, but I'm hoping it's gonna clear up. Like, knowing Portland, the rain's probably gonna stop in like 20 minutes. But Portland Art Museum was actually super cool. One thing that I really loved about LA was that like it's such a city full of creativity, and like there were so many art museums in LA that I was really hoping that that scene and that environment was also gonna be here in Portland. And so I saw a lot of things about the Portland Art Museum, and I think they're currently expanding it. So it was kind of small, relatively speaking, for it being the biggest museum in Portland. And there was one exhibit that was like the psychedelic rock posters and fashion of the 60s that was actually based in San Francisco. And all the rock posters were like based from events and things in San Francisco, which like obviously being from the Bay Area, I thought that was pretty cool. And like the entire exhibit was just full of so much color. It was very vibrant. We had like the hot pinks, the royal blues, and it just kind of like, you just felt engulfed in it. So I thought that was super cool. And it just was like a nice, relaxing escape and getaway. And I think that's like the beauty of art museums and exhibits, especially when you go by yourself, because you can take however long you want walking around, versus if you're kind of with somebody, you're always a little bit conscious of like if they want to go to the next room or if they want to look at a different painting. I think like for the most part, I go to museums 9 out of 10 times by myself, and I love it. Another thing that I learned was every first Thursday of the month is free admission. So I think it's like $25 for you to go in on any other day, but free on the first Thursday of the month. So that's pretty cool. Okay, I think I'm gonna like decompress for a little bit, and then we're gonna go to the next destination. I'm gonna change again right now, and I know this sounds kind of silly because that's literally gonna be my third time changing today. Walking in the rain, my clothes got so damp, and it's just like, just feels a little bit uncomfortable. And so I wanna change into something a little bit more nighttime, like definitely warm, something I can kind of bundle up in before we head over to dinner. So let's see. I'm kind of thinking like this chocolate brown coat could be really cute. I can layer. It's thin, but the material is super, super warm. So I think I'm gonna work with this. Is this kind of extra? I got this cool, like, I don't know, it kind of feels like a suit corset top. It's actually pretty comfortable. I can't decide if I'm gonna wear it with jeans to make it a little casual. I'm just going to a Mexican restaurant, so I'm just trying to get some chips and guac and maybe a margarita. I honestly think this is what I'm gonna wear. And I thought I was gonna go warm, but like I go through this dilemma every day, you guys. Do I go cute and not very practical, or do I go like not as cute and then you're warm in the rain? This is my dilemma every single time I get ready. But you know what? Today, because we're having a solo day, I am getting dressed up for myself. We're gonna be going cute and not very practical. This is the final look. I put my necklace back on. We're going with the top, and I added my gold belt that I also was wearing earlier just because it looks like it kind of like peeps through a little bit. For the added warmth, this chocolate brown coat. This is the outfit. This is why I love having an almost capsule wardrobe. I don't feel like I have all my like staple pieces, but I love having brown sunglasses, brown and black. Those are the key sunglasses that you need, because that just kind of matches with everything. After daylight savings, it's been really bright out at nighttime, so I'm gonna bring my glasses just in case. We're gonna add this chunky bracelet that I love. This is my dinner look. I I also love having sunglasses on me because it gets my hair out of my face, and like I love when my hair is down but not when it's in my face, and so that's why it's like a little hack. Okay, I'm excited to go to dinner. Wish me luck. I am a little bit nervous, but maybe I bring a book with me. I just parked and I'm at the restaurant, but I just wanted to give you guys some tips that I have given myself going into this meal right now, because I think it can be pretty awkward and sometimes intimidating or uncomfortable going to eat or dine by yourself. I decided to pick a local small restaurant because a small local restaurant feels a lot less intimidating to me than going to a very large chain where there's so many people. And also I wanted to pick kind of like a lively place because a Mexican restaurant is a lot more beat and positive and kind of casual. So I feel like the people watching will be good. So I feel like it could be fun to people watch, but also it's just gonna be like a fun, friendly environment. And especially for me, because I'm still new to exploring and experiencing these different neighborhoods, I feel like it's a really good way to experience a local life and culture. So with that all said, I'm gonna go dine by myself right now. Wish me luck. And honestly, I'm just happy I have you guys too. So we're in it together. Just finished dinner. I am so full. I got the birria tacos. I might regret it later, but they was so delicious. Not the best for a lactose intolerant girly, but no regrets. Overall, I had so much fun today. I feel like there were definitely some activities that were a lot easier than others. For example, going to an art museum is way easier for me than going to dinner by myself, or honestly even going to get coffee by myself. Usually when I go to coffee shops, I'll be there to do work, or I'm just kind of in and out, but going to a place where you actually have to dine and like sit there for an extended period of time, I think still feels a little bit intimidating to me. Like, I'm proud of myself for doing it, but it definitely wasn't the easiest thing. But I especially feel like as you get older, it's just so important to do things on your own and like be independent. I guess I'm proud of myself because I was so not this way up until relatively recently. Like, even in my relationship, Alec used to always love alone time, and I was like, that's so strange. Like, I just never understood the enjoyment of it. I just couldn't even comprehend enjoying my own company and enjoying being by myself. And I think it's cool the fact that like I can go out and explore a new city by myself and like not really need anybody to depend on to go try new things or go to new places, which like feels very empowering, honestly. Thank you guys for watching this week's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and take some time for yourself. Go take yourself on a date. And if you do, write down in the comments where you end up going, or like what your go-to is usually when you take yourself on a date. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next week.